destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it.
Hello, beautiful creatures. Welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name's Amy, and I'm so glad to have you. I hope you're doing well. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, it's so good to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and becoming a member of my tribe. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what's up? How you doing? It's always good to connect with your energy, and I really appreciate you being here. So today we're doing a pick a card all about the next big changes in your career and money. This is a pick a card that my subscribers, my tribe, my friends voted on, and I'm getting to doing it now. So keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information and my social media is down in my description box below. So I have 3 piles here. They have a hat and a crystal, so you can psychically connect to the hats, which are the crystals. Let's just go through them. So the first one is going to be the red hat. And then we have this beautiful quartz crystal. The second one is going to be a pink hat with my amethyst. And the third hat is the purple hat with the citrine. So take a moment, see which one you're pulled to. If you're pulled or drawn to more than one, there may be a message in more than one stack for you. I will insert a little video where you can chill out with some music and see which one you're drawn to. And I will see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye, guys.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python. Grab what I like real fast, choke until I have everything I attack. Everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact.
Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed, and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
group 1, all of you that selected the red hat, or you were drawn to this clear crystal quartz, this is going to be your reading all about the next big changes that are coming to you in career and money. So let's get into it. All right, I'm going to get the oracle cards first. Let me get them all out here. We have some tarot as well. Okay, so the first card we have is Magic Circle Protection. What is coming in career and finance for you? Hereditary Witch, Inheritance, Bloodline, Tradition. Okay. We have 5th house, Creativity. We have Bambrek, Sweetness and Synergy. We have A New Romantic Cycle Begins. We have Conclusions Are Within Reach. Balanced Spirituality and Practicality. We have Abaddon, Overlord of the Abyss, Pestilence, Corruption, and Malice. And we have Is This Me? You guys can see that. Number 4. Okay. Now, I just want to say straight off with this hereditary witch with inheritance, bloodline, and tradition. There are some of you who are going to come into some money. I rarely ever say things like that, but it's very clear that some of you are going to get an inheritance from someone who loved you very much. Okay, let's go ahead and go through the tarot here. We have the World. Okay, you know what? I'm going to put this one down here so I can put my tarot right here. And then we have the Two of Hazards. I lost the Two of Hazards card, so I've used a Two of Cups to signify the Two of Hazards here. So I just love this deck too much to kind of like throw it away, and I really didn't want to buy a new one because it's only one card. So okay, we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Fool. Ooh, and we have the Empress. Okay, can you guys see? All right. Now what's really interesting about this card in particular, you can't even see the Empress, which really you should, okay? What really gets me about this card is because I have attached the Two of Hazards to it and it's cups. This feels like a loving gesture to me, a loving material gesture. Okay, so for me, I'm resonating that with the inheritance. Some of you guys are going to inherit some money, okay? And for a few of you, it's a lot of money. It's enough money for you to close a chapter and open a new one, okay? And the new one might have to do with you investing in yourself or your business of some kind, okay? For some of you, this is a maternal. This is a mother, grandmother, aunt, sister. It can be a masculine energy, but probably a masculine energy with a lot of creativity, emotion, very connected, very nurturing energy. So take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. And I think for a lot of you guys, you're leaving behind this energy. People who inheritance or not, okay? You're leaving behind this energy. Where I feel like your thoughts about your career, your thoughts about your money have been very corrupted, okay? And it could be because of the way you were raised. Maybe you were raised in lack. Maybe you don't have like good energy with money. Or maybe you just are working at a place where you have a boss that's just terrible. For some of you guys, you have a terrible, horrible boss. And the inheritance, if you resonate with that, is going to help you get through it. Now, for some of you, the inheritance here isn't money. It's a gift. It's some kind of creative gift. It's something that maybe your brothers or sisters or siblings, aunts, uncles, family, cousins have in common with you, okay? And you're being called to stop this self-doubt, Stop wondering if this is for you. Why do you keep being pulled to this creativity? Why does it keep coming up? Why are you compelled to draw or write or play music? For some of you, you have a gift with interpersonal relationships and you're being called to start a new venture in school or something like that. For many of you, I feel there's a big call coming on your life that has to do with your creativity. And as soon as you walk into this loving gift, this loving gesture from the universe, from your family, from your DNA, and accept it, you go through this synergy and sweetness, okay? And this card for me many times is about everything kind of clicking, everything kind of coming together and getting into this more, I'm feeling aggressive, determined drive to really use the gifts and abilities you've been given. These could be things you got from going to college. They could be skills, abilities, and knowledge. It's going to be different for different people. But I'm feeling like you need to be more protective of your energy. I feel like you let other people's, even if they're not talking directly to you, they're talking about something that's in some way is connected with you. You allow the negativity to kind of seep into your subconscious, and before you know it, you're like, this is never going to happen, or I'm not that talented, or maybe you pick apart your work, or you don't think you make good enough grades in college, or you don't think you're ever going to be promoted in the opportunity you're in. With the world here, I'm definitely feeling the ending of a way of thinking, an ending of like, what I'm seeing is someone in a car, like a crash test dummy that keeps ramming into the same wall over and over, backing up and doing the same thing again. I feel like you're going to be called to do something different than you've been doing, okay? It's the fool here. It's a leap of faith. It's like walking into the cemetery and seeing the hand saying, hey, okay, ancestors, your DNA reaching out to you. Many of you have spirit guides around you that are ancient ancestors. They could be as close as your grandmother, grandpa, that kind of thing. You have a lot of passed over relatives coming forward to help you with this, because they want you to be the one to do it. Okay, they want you to be the one to break this generational curse, if you will, of always running into the brick wall, of doing the same thing and running into the brick wall over and over and again and expecting somehow to miraculously get through that wall in one piece. Okay, for some of you guys, you have addiction issues that you need to work through. This is through your family. It could be trauma. There's some kind of legacy here that causes this corruptive thinking about yourself. Okay, and with the Empress here, we always have a lot of healing energy with her. Okay, healing, nurturing, compassion. That is your key to success, because through that, you're going to connect more deeply with your creative self. You may feel a goddess energy around you or a feminine energy around you. A lot of times, passed over loved ones who are ancient ancestors, a lot of times they start to take on the same resonance as a god form or an angelic figure. So keep that in mind, especially if you start dreaming about a passed on loved one. And I feel like for you, not only is this kind of corrupted thinking going to be realigned, you also are going to have new love in your life. For some of you guys who are alone, you don't have anybody really in your life, someone new's coming in. This is a side message. For others of you who are with your person, there's a whole new chapter. And I feel like a lot of people, when they get together, they think this is the book. The whole book is one chapter in a relationship, and it's not. Every relationship has different chapters, and each one moves you farther and farther and deeper into the story. So I feel like for you, that's where you're going. You're going to a deeper state of being. You're going to a deeper connection with your person, because you guys are going to a deeper level of understanding and connection with your creativity. Your emotions are extremely powerful, okay? This need to continually self-reflect. You're coming to an end of that, and you're going to get on this balancing spirituality and practicality, meaning you're going to take your dreams. You're going to be able to take the dreams that this corruptive thought gets in the middle of and runs you into a brick wall. You're going to be able to take those dreams and overcome the brick wall. The brick wall, the crash test dummy car is disappearing. It's not even there anymore. You're in a whole different realm of being. And I feel like for a lot of you, you may have some issues that need to be healed up. So if you need help, please seek it. That's what the professionals are there for. I'm just a woman with a gift, and I'm sharing it with you. Okay? All right. And I feel like this leap you're going to take, it's going to bring in a lot of balance. Okay, Two of Hazards are always about balance. But we also have the Two of Cups here. You know, I scratched it out, but the energy remains. Okay, so, and I feel like this is another reinforcing kind of energy, not only of a romantic new start, but also of people coming forward. Okay, people coming forward who are going to really connect with your work, connect with your energy, connect with your emotion. They're going to connect with you. And I feel like a lot of you are, because I'm feeling two eyes here now, I feel like a lot of you are just going to be seen and heard and validated. Okay. But again, I'm being pulled back to the protection card. It's very important that you take care of yourself. You don't allow other people's negative. I think you're very empathic. And it's very important that you don't allow others' opinion of you to color your talent and your abilities. Okay. All right. I'm going to get some dice, and I'm also going to get some, hang on. I need to get my tray. I'm going to get some dice. So let's get some numbers of alignment for you. Group one. Ooh! We have 3, 3, 3. We have a 1 and a 2. Another 3 energy and a 5. So 3s and the 1 and 2, whenever I see a number like this, with the repeating and then they're reduced to like an addition, things are coming together for you. Things are going to come together for you. I feel like you guys probably, I need to calm down here. It's just a lot of energy. I feel like you have had a lot of anxiety about money and your career. Maybe you have felt really, and I can so resonate with this energy. Maybe you feel like you just don't know what you want to do. You know, maybe you've studied and researched so much or thought about it so much, you're confused. And if you find yourself in that state, it's time for you to relax your mind. Go for a walk. Take a vacation from thinking about this. You know, if you don't make a decision today, it's okay, all right? You guys may need to get into the energy of it's okay to not be okay sometimes. It's okay not to know exactly where we're going, all right? Okay. Okay, let's pull some initials. So I'm going to hold them up. I can't see them because I'm sitting and I'm short. Okay. Now, these could be initials of a person, a place, a thing, a new job, an opportunity. It's just going to vary for different people. So we have S, W, could be a school, U. We have V, N. We have Q. We have an H. We have an I, a G, an R. A D, we have an E, an R, a T, an O, a K, a C, another E, 2 E's here, and an X. Okay, now let's look at these charms here. We have a horse. Did you guys hear that noise? I heard some kind of weird noise. Okay, a horse, a turtle. We have a butterfly. We have a bicycle. You're going places, you guys. We have, is this a fish? Is this a fish? This is, this is Hello Kitty. You might be a little quirky. We have a key. We have the Mickey Mouse key. That's a very special key. We have the guitar. We have a dolphin. And we have an owl. Okay, so for some of you guys, an owl, a key, a butterfly are going to be symbols from spirit, okay? The turtle here is about stability. I feel like stability is coming in for you, and I feel like these may be the initials of some passed over loved ones as well, and they want you to know that they're around you and you're okay. It's going to be okay. With the butterfly, I'm hearing, and especially the way I place them, I feel like it's really important that you listen to your gut, you listen to your intuition. If you feel you have loved ones around you, this is validation that you do, crossed over loved ones, they're going to tell you how to maneuver this energy, okay? Because I feel like for some of you, especially with that, that malice card over there, I feel like There's a lot of confusion, and there may be people around you who are in direct opposition to you rising. This could have to do with some kind of trauma or family issue, okay? So it's really important that we get control of the negative thoughts. That doesn't mean you don't have them. We all have negative thoughts. We all doubt. But sometimes we get lost in them. We start to really put a lot of energy. We sit in the energy for too long, and before we know it, it's kind of colored everything we do. And you can't really move forward when you continually pull yourself back doubting. So I feel like you're going to get a lot of motion here. And what I'm getting, whatever creativity, whatever business, whatever this is for you, you need to work at it. You need to put time and patience into it. I feel like for some of you, as you really begin to hone in on whatever this is, you're going to find that you pick up new levels of skill within this creative space, okay? It's going to happen very quickly. It's like the Brambrick card. Again, everything's going to come together for you, okay? All right, group one, this is what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hi, group two, all of you that selected the pink hat, or you were drawn to the amethyst crystal. This is going to be your reading all about the next big changes in career and money. So let's just get to the cards real quick. Now keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings and sessions. All that information will be down in my description box below. So I'm feeling guided to pull these out in a certain order. Okay, hiding your true self. All right, we have the ageless in the light of the darkness, healing, graciousness, and acceptance. What is your next big change in money and career? Water, cleansing. We have scrying, intuition. Let's see, we have the Black Moon Lilith card, mystery, number 12. Wow, Lilith is showing up for you. That's amazing. Jupiter, abundance. Boom. We have Grand Cross, provoker. We also have intuitive witch, higher self, divinity, and manifestation. We have bring a gentle touch. And we have be playful. I'm going to put that over there. Okay, and let's get into the tarot. We have the Four of Hazards. Okay. We have a Tower. All right. It's all right. Okay, I know. Seeing the Tower is a little bit unnerving. And I get that. I'm going to move this back over here. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Page of Wands. Okay, so let's get into the Tower here. I'm going to pull some clarifying cards on the Tower. I just feel guided to do that for you. So let's go ahead and find out about the Tower. I know you want to know. Whenever the Tower comes out for me, I want to know. I want to know all about it. Okay, we have a lot of cleansing energy, this provoker here with the Tower. I'm feeling that is very much connected. We have the hiding of my true self, graciousness, and healing. Yeah, there's powerful healing going on here, especially with Lilith present. There's some really big energy of change coming for you, and it feels like it's coming off this Tower. So I think, listen, some of you guys are either thinking about changing a job, or you can feel that this job is not working out for you. If that resonates for you, look for another job. Okay, it's time. You're fixing to get into a different level in your career and money. All right, you're gonna feel a lot more fulfilled. We have the Ten of Swords. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Yay! That's what you want to see on the tower. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles. So lots of pentacles, lots of good energy. I feel like for some of you guys, you're releasing a job, or this is a way of being that has to do with your career, that's really going to bring in some powerful success. You're going to have to work at it, okay? But there's something, especially with this provoker here, there is something that you are just done with, okay? And I think you're done with hiding who you are, hiding your talents, hiding your abilities, taking less than what you deserve. I feel like you're underpaid, overworked. I feel like for a lot of you, you're putting your energy into a job that is not fulfilling, and I get it. We all need to eat, okay? We have the 4 of Hazards over here, which is the 4 of Pentacles. It's like, I feel this guy is like sitting here and got, that's energy, not gender. That's just a nondescript word I use for people sometimes. But 4 of Hazards energy, I feel like they're just sitting here and blocking out, you know, their internal voice that says, I hate this job. I hate what I'm doing. It's not fulfilling. And going to work and kind of smiling. He's got a little smile on his face a bit here, kind of smiling and being like, it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to ignore this nagging energy within that tells me everything about this job or about this place or about what I'm doing is wrong. And I'm going to keep doing it because I have to get this food on the table. Okay. And what Spirit is coming forward, especially Lilith is coming forward and saying, or some kind of feminine dark goddess energy, or this could be an ancestor as well. But it feels like a dark feminine energy coming forward and saying, you don't have to choose one or the other. Since when do we have to choose one or the other? Maybe it's both. Maybe you have to keep working this job, but you need to start on that other thing you want to do. The thing that feeds your soul. Okay, the thing that will bring you fulfillment in life. You need to take some of this time and give to that. And listen, I know time is valuable. You have kids, you have a job, you know, that you probably hate, or a boss you're working with that you don't like. There's something about what you're doing you just don't like. And it feels like you don't have any energy to put into anything else. Whittle out 20 minutes. You can start a week, 20 minutes a week where you sit and you contemplate your next moves. You contemplate this business you want to go for, or you start drawing if you're an artist, or however your art manifests. You spend 20 minutes a week just thinking about it, making lists, researching, all that stuff. Start there. Force the 20 minutes if you have to, okay? Because you're really forcing yourself to go into kind of a kind of meditation where you are focused on yourself, you're focused on your gifts and abilities, you're focused on manifesting. Where is that card? We have a manifesting card here, okay? So it's really important that you invest some of your own time in yourself. And I find this to absolutely be true. If you're not willing to invest in your future and what you want and what would fulfill you, then how do you expect anyone else to support you? Okay. I do think other people find you incredibly talented in whatever this is. I think with Bring a Gentle Touch, I think you're very, very, very critical of yourself. And I think that's why when you have a bad job, or you have a job you don't like, or you have a boss you don't like, or your coworkers make your life hell, or whatever, you feel it deeply. I feel like a lot of you are hurt that this hasn't worked out. Okay, that, you really had high hopes, and for whatever reason, some of you guys have got some coworkers who gossip about you, and you just had it. Okay, and I feel like some of you guys have been overlooked for positions and things like that. And there's part of you that is just over provoker. Some of you guys walked out on a job, or you're thinking about walking out on a job, or your boss is fixing to push you to the point where you're just going to be like, you know what? I quit. Screw it. I quit. I'm done. I think your ancestors, your guides, your energies around you, Lilith doesn't want you to get to that point. Instead of letting this boil and boil, take some of that intense energy and apply it to this other thing that you want to do, okay? There are things about yourself you need to accept, okay? And you need to clear out some of this toxic energy. The ways of thinking about yourself and how you're trapped. You are not trapped. There is a way out, but you have to make the way out a priority, okay? You have to start investing time in that other thing that you want to do, okay? And I'm feeling like we have the Queen of Wands here, and we have hiding your true self. I feel like you are going to come into your own when you are willing to see your life from a different perspective. And that's part of what spending this time once a week, squeeze it in, where you are working on yourself. Use that time to work on yourself, to meditate, to think about this thing you want to do, this other job you want to have. Start creating that other job, that other career, that other fulfilling thing that you want, whatever this is. For many of you, you want to go more deeply into the skills that are required to be more creative, to do your creative expression that you're drawn to. For some of you guys, this is a business and you need to research. You need to research something about making a website, or you need to research something about further education, or how this works, or how you can make this happen. I feel like the future for you is very bright with the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I feel like as you move into this energy and you cleanse your life of this energy of just like, I have gone as far as I can go, and you walk into the possibility. It's like leaving behind this almost defeatist attitude and walking into, you know what? I'm going to use what I have, Page of Wands. I'm going to use what I have. I'm going to allow myself to kind of concentrate on this other thing. And I'm going to allow intuition, creativity to come through. Okay? And it's really going to put you on a road to abundance here. Okay? I'm not saying this is going to happen tomorrow. There's a process here that Spirit wants you to undertake to help make these changes. This tower here, it may not feel great, but I'm telling you, the outcome of it is going to be good. It's going to be so good. You have abundance here. They want to get you into a place where you are happy and content. You're healed. And we have graciousness here. You're going to be able to give to others and be more playful. This is happiness, okay? The Nine of Pentacles, that's about luxury. That's about having more than enough, having the things that you need and want, having and getting the things that you deserve in life, I think we've been taught, a lot of us have been taught that, having things makes you greedy and things like that. No. We're here to experience. I'm not talking being lost in the idea of getting money and always on money and not really on your welfare or other people's welfare. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that to be able to have a beautiful life where you can have beautiful things and beautiful experiences, however that resonates for you. We're all different. We all don't want to live in a mansion and drive a Ferrari. Some of us want to live in a cabin in the woods, okay, with a dog and a partner, and that is wealth to them. So this is a very self-directed kind of abundance, okay? I think as a society, as humanity as a whole is going to start looking at abundance in a different way. You can have all the money and things in the world and be completely emotionally, mentally, creatively bankrupt. And I feel like for you, fulfillment is very important. Fulfillment in your career and what you do with your life is very important. And you're finding through this Tower situation, this Ten of Swords energy, that the provoker, that what I'm doing right now isn't enough. It isn't enough. I deserve to be fulfilled. I know what the world looks like. I know the economy's bad. I know all this stuff is going on. I know the world tells me no. That's the programming of the world telling you no. But there's something deeper within you, more profound, the provoker, the one that says, you know what? I know what the world looks like, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to go for it anyway, because you know what? I don't have anything to lose but being miserable. Because I tell you what, there's another job out there. There's another possibility for you. Like if you lose a job and you need to fill it right away with something else, there'll be something there for you. It might not be as miserable, but it may not be the thing that you want to manifest, okay? And for you, this particular group, for you to manifest this change, you have to invest in yourself. And that 20 minutes is going to turn into 20 minutes a day. Okay, and then it's going to go to 30 minutes. And then you're going to find that you're actually working at your goals. You're working at manifesting whatever this is. And before you know it, it's changing you. It's changing how you feel about yourself. It's changing your need to self-doubt. It's changing your ability to have drive towards this thing you want. Okay, so be patient with yourself. Be kind to yourself. This isn't an easy process, because when you take that 20 minutes, a lot of the realistic issues of your life come up, like the actual, not the imagined blocks, but the actual 3D blocks that you may have to overcome. You may have to go back and get some more education. You may have to take some leaps of faith that make you extremely uncomfortable. You may have to bear down and do your creative thing every day to get a certain level of skill and ability so that you can manifest this change for yourself. Okay, so be patient and take time. Okay, group 2, I'm going to get some numbers. We're going to throw some dice for some numbers of alignment. If you see these numbers repeating, there's probably a message there for you. So let's see what numbers we're going to get for you. Okay, group 2. Okay, what do we have here? We have 3s. The group 1 had 3s. So we have, we're going to go with the 3s. We also have a 1, 2. Okay, that's another 3, a 3 coming together. 33, 3 is going to be important numbers of alignment for you. And I didn't say this in group 1, but it just really didn't come forward. But 33 is a number of self-mastery. Okay, it's about, the emotional person, physical person, spiritual person, all coming together. Okay, a kind of synergy. You guys might be drawn to group 1 as well, because there's a big synergy, everything coming together energy for you. So if you feel drawn to 1, this is your validation that you probably should take a look at 1. Okay, let's get some initials. This could be initials of a new job, a new opportunity, a person. Take what resonates here and leave the rest behind. Okay. All right, we have an F, an R, an M, we have a Y, an A, an S, a U, let's see, a C, an R, another A, so we have 2 A's here, we have a T, V, we have an H, we have a B, another T, we have a D, an F, and a, that's a piece of plastic, okay, and a W. Okay, we didn't get very many charms, but I feel like you don't need many charms here. We have Leo energy, the starfish, and we have the twin flames, or important soulmate charm. Okay, first of all, Leo energy, Queen of Wands energy, it's time for you to shine, okay? This whole process is being done, is being provided, you're being guided through, is to get you into the spotlight on what you want to do, okay? We have the star here, and I'm feeling the star card from the tarot, and I really think this process is going to help you come to a place where you're real hopeful again. And I feel like for you, that's a major undertaking, because I feel like you've been in a very constrictive kind of environment that has left you feeling hopeless. Like, how am I supposed to get out of this situation? I have to work my butt off to make what little money I make, and I'm tired all the time, and I have other responsibilities. How am I supposed to make this other thing happen? How am I supposed to find time? Well, instead of worrying about the big making time, make a small amount of time, that 20 minutes a week, and just sit down and say, when I sit down and do this, I'm going to focus on this. And then I'm going to put it away, and then next week I'll return to it. If you do it that way and you allow yourself to naturally develop the drive, the ambition to do this, you're going to find that vitality begins to return to your life, including the job you hate, or the job you're going to walk away with, or however that manifests for you, okay? And I feel like they want you to know that abundance is coming. And it's really interesting because I'm feeling it with this two of Swands energy here. And what I mean by 2 of Swans, there's 2 swans facing each other, and this often feels like a twin flame energy, important soulmate. And for some of you, there's an important partner coming through. It could be love, but I feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody who notices your talent and ability, okay? This is going to be a key person, and their initials, the job, the platform, something is here in the numbers or the initials for you as well. Look for these 3s. I feel like for some of you, this is a spirit guide coming through. I need you right now to reach out to your spirit guides and just let them know it's okay for you to help me with this. Okay, I need, give them consent to come in and help you and show you the pattern, the pathway, the road, and the door. Okay, and agree with them that 3s will be a number of alignment, that if they send you 3s, you'll know that it's time to listen to the song, the person, the quote, whatever you're doing, wherever your mind is, it's time to pay attention to that as well. We have 6 here. So we also have this energy coming together. I want you to know it's all going to come together. Your hope, your faith, and your focus is going to be restored. Okay? But first, you have to make that a priority. And listen, it doesn't matter if you take that 20 minutes and you sit and you stare at an empty piece of paper and do not feel inspired. It's okay. Just sit there. Drink your coffee, your tea, whatever it is. Listen to some music and just spend it kind of decompressing or writing about, making lists of your issues, your perceived, blocks or whatever. But I will encourage you to also write a list of gratitude. If you don't know how to start this, if you don't know how to get it jump started, gratitude is so powerful. When you take time to be grateful for what you've been given, no matter how messy and how challenging it may be, the fact that you have a job to put food on the table is something to be grateful for. That you can provide, roof over your head. Even if you're barely making it, you're still okay today, right? And even if you're not okay, that's okay too, because you're going through something that's going to help bring you the abundance. It's going to help you get clarity. I know a lot of people are very confused. They don't know what to do. The world has lost its mind, and we're still trying to buy bread at the grocery store, okay? And prices are rising. People are scared. But this is when the big work gets done. This is when humanity as a whole begins to kind of walk into maturity of knowing who they are, knowing what the focus is, knowing what's important. And as a collective, we're deciding what is success, what is important, what matters. And we're beginning to really care about each other. That really starts within when we start to care about ourselves, care about, where we're going and how we're getting there. And, we have compassion for our own struggle, okay? So have some compassion for yourself. And hey, if you spend that 20 minutes a week, staring at a blank piece of paper or watching a TV show, just have the intention that you are connecting with this deeper element that wants to manifest a more positive situation for yourself, okay? All right, group 2, thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And I will see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you guys that selected the purple hat or you were drawn to the citrine crystal, this is going to be your reading all about, I'm going to put that there, all about the big changes coming in career and money. Keep in mind, I do offer personal and private readings. All that information in my social media is down below. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, let's see here. Let's get into the oracle cards first. We have Author, the Champion of Avalon, Companionship, Nobility, Self-Realization. We have Anger and Chains, number 29. We have Prosperity. Oh, that's a good card to see, isn't it? I'm going to put that down here. We have Solar Eclipse, Revolution, 44. Okay, you guys. Big energy, group 3. Have faith in your dreams. We have The Abundant Universe Will Provide. We have the Skull of Flowers, Creating Through the Ashes. We have Dawn, the Light After the Darkness. And we have the Underworld, where all things pause and begin again. Okay, let's get into the tarot here. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Chariot. We have the Five of Cups. We have Strength. And we have the Six of Cups. Okay, can you see all those? Yeah, you can. Okay. All right, so I'm going to clarify this Five of Cups. I'm just feeling really drawn to that. So can we clarify the Five of Cups? I'm going to use the Disney Villains Tarot to clarify this energy. All right. Woo! Okay, we have the Two of Cups. Okay, so you've been fighting with someone probably about money. This may be your partner. Maybe you live with them, or maybe a family member, or this may be at work. You may be fighting with people at work or not getting along with them, okay? we have the Ten of Coins. For many of you, this is a family member, okay? This is probably your partner or, again, your partner or a family. But for some of you, this is involving your work. The Ten of Coins is about money. You know, it's also about family. It's about foundation. So I feel like you've been fighting maybe with your family about money, fighting for money. Maybe that's part of the process here for you, that, you know, maybe you were raised in a state of lack, or you didn't have very much, and you've had a lot of dreams and it just hasn't worked out the way you want it to. And for some of you guys, you have fallen into stagnation. Okay, we have this creating through the ashes. So for many of you, you've already been through a tower. It's been pretty brutal. Lots of fights, lots of blocks. And I'm feeling like you're at this point where you're about ready to start making some plans, okay? But there is anger, resentment, and bitterness. And this could be coming from this person, okay? And for some of you, it's yourself. It's going to resonate different for different people. But there is definitely an energy about you of anger, of change, chains of being restricted. And it may be that you hate your job. Group 2 had this energy as well. Maybe you hate what you do. Maybe you hate who you work with. For some of you guys, this is maybe an old boss or something that is still interfering in your work somehow, or they some of the things they said have affected you and manifested in your work and money. I feel like for many of you, there's been a lack. You haven't been able to provide for the things that you need for yourself and your family. And I think with the revolution energy here, 44, I think you're about sick of it. You've had enough of living in lack. And I think a lot of people are at that point where, you know, they're not ready to go through a whole economic depression for those in power, okay, who, by the way, the segments of wealth, the wealthy are growing richer, much more richer. And you guys probably know that. And that may be a little bit of this revolution energy. I feel like for some of you, you feel it feels like activism. Like, I feel like you want to get active about this. You have a very strong spirit about you, and you're ready just to do what you need to do to get where you need to go. That change from being in the ashes to going into this energy of, you know what, I'm going to take all this fight, all this strength, and I'm going to go for it with the Ten of Cups here. I am going to draw to me, do what I need to do, get me and my person on the same page or whatever. I'm going to share my dreams and abilities with them, and I need to focus on what I'm trying to manifest in life, because I want things to have more meaning. I don't want to feel bitter about my situation. And you guys, some of you guys don't know exactly how this is going to manifest, okay? But there is light coming from your darkness. I feel like for a lot of you who are going through a really tough time right now, I feel like there is light coming for you. There's clarity, okay? There's hope, and there is a building new foundations. Now, hey, that's not easy, okay? I'm not trying to paint a beautiful picture here. You have prosperity. You have the abundant universe will provide. And this is a 10, reduces to a 1, which reduces to, you know, the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. And the 5 of Cups here, I'm getting this. I don't think I've ever gotten this before with the cards, but I feel like you're halfway there. Okay, having this energy of fight, of wanting to go forth and provide. Not only that, but going forward and accomplishing, overcoming boundaries, overcoming obstacles. It's there's a very strong spirit here that rises, okay? And I feel like for a lot of you, I'm being pulled to the have faith in your dreams. There is something that you want to do that's going to cause a revolution within your own life, okay? And I feel like some of you guys have had a tower moment. You may have been drawn to group 2. They had a tower in their reading. And for others, you don't feel like it though, but you're in the energy of recovery. And I feel like there's a lot of energies coming around. These are guides, ancestors, angels, what have you, coming around, and they want you to refocus on your dreams. Take the anger that you feel from being so restricted and having to do things, having to fight for every dime, having to sacrifice. Take that energy and put it into this other thing, okay? You have an other thing. that this passionate point of view, this strength is going to really help you. There is a revolution coming in your life. Okay. I keep being pulled to the revolution card, which is next to prosperity. I think you need to decide what prosperity looks like for you. And for some of you, it's going to be stuff like, hey, I want to go to the grocery store and be able to put whatever I want in the cart and buy it. Okay, that's what I want. That's prosperity for me. Prosperity might be, I get caught up on my mortgage, or, I'm able to buy my kids clothes they need for school, or things like that. Prosperity can take different levels of manifestation. And for some of you, you're just trying to get to that level where all your needs are provided for. Okay, and there's not such a fight to get the money, a fight to provide. And part of this is there is some anger issues that you need to deal with. Okay, and it may be that there was somebody who got in the middle of you making money or your job. This could have been a boss. It could have been a person in your family who didn't believe in you, who their thoughts, or they literally got in your way of this manifesting. And it's time for you to take that energy and put it into something positive. How do you do that? Using anger to connect to what you're passionate about. Okay? Listen to what anger says to you. Listen to where it's coming from. Underneath that anger, many times are energies of disappointment, of abandonment, of lack of faith in yourself, listening to people who don't have your best interests at heart. The anger could come from addictive or toxic behaviors. You may be upset and disappointed and angry at yourself because you haven't taken the steps you thought you needed to take, or took advantage of opportunities that have come to you. And now it feels like maybe for some of you that the well has run dry. It has not run dry. That is a lie. And you know what? If it has run dry, go dig yourself a new well. That means you got to start at 1 or 5 for some of you. You're halfway there. There's just some realizations that you need to come to. Okay. There's some awarenesses that you need to come to. And I got to tell you, I had to find out some that I'm my own biggest enemy. I'm my own biggest obstacle. I tell myself no all the time. For years, I told myself, about my own gifts, my psychic abilities and things like that, there's no use for those. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to know that. You creep people out. Those are very limiting thoughts. You may be having thoughts like that. Like, nobody's going to give money for that. I'm not smart enough to go back to college, or, they will never hire me. I'm never going to apply for that. They'll never hire me. I'm telling you, a lot of times, and I feel group 3, that you have thoughts about yourself that limit you. And it's time to just kind of remove the safety seal. Okay, you have nothing to lose for going for what you want. Okay, because the abundant universe is going to continue to provide for you. Now, I'm not telling you to go quit your job. Okay, I want to make that clear. What I'm telling you is that things are going to start to fall in line for you as you get more aware of the energies underneath your anger, your bitterness, your sense of disappointment. Okay, there are things that need to be healed, and then you can really flow with the energy of this dream. Okay, this thing you want for your family. It might be that you want a house, you want to own a house, or you want a farm, or whatever. It's going to manifest different for different people. For some of you guys, you just want peace. And remember this. For people who have had chaos in their life on a regular basis, peace often feels like boredom. And instead of feeling bored, take that busy mental energy and apply it to this thing you want to do, this other job, this promotion, this more. You wouldn't be watching this video and picking this stack if there wasn't something more that you wanted from your life. Okay? I feel like for many of you, you're closing the chapter on this struggle, which some of you are going to say that's impossible. The economy is bad, Amy. There are things going on in the world that, our monetary systems are just being attacked, and et cetera, et cetera. When you are working with the universe, the 3D environment will begin to really tell you about your obstacles, because it's almost like a test. And I don't really like using examples of testing by the universe, but it's almost like the universe comes to you, sets you down, and says, okay, so here is the realities, quote unquote, that you have to deal with. How are you going to move through it? Not move around it, not jump over it, but move through this energy so you can get to the other side. And many times the universe begins to bring you things. They bring you people. I feel like for you guys with this Two of Cups, there is someone, a friend, a new boss, someone who's going to interview you, someone who sees your potential. This could be family, friend. It's just different for different people, who is going to really help you deal with the realities of your anger and how you've blocked yourself. Okay? We all block ourselves. All right. We all put, people can tell us things, but we're the ones that bring the message home, and we begin to weaponize these thoughts, and they keep us right where we are, because no matter the struggle or the fight, and I know how this is going to fall, but I'm just telling you, I'm just a messenger. Sometimes we get used to the struggle and the fight. We get used to the chaos, and without it, we don't know what to do. So we make more chaos. And in the area of career and money, that has long-term effects, okay? I've been very chaotic with money. I understand this, you may be someone who's prone to overspending or prone to not holding on to any of your money. And the truth is that if there's something else you want to do, there are ways for you to get energy, time, and resources to that thing. Okay. And I feel like for group 2, I was like, you need to spend 20 minutes once a week kind of thinking about this. For you guys, you need to see how to better maneuver your finances. Okay. There are, and finances, resources are important. You probably have more resources than you think. Okay. And I feel like for many of you, clearing your physical space is going to help clear the clutter. A lot of you guys have a lot of clutter from this anger and these chains here. Okay. There's a lot of cluttered thought. And I feel like I'm feeling Phoenix energy with the Skull of Flowers. Okay. I feel like there is connections, third eye connections, dreams, things like that, that are really going to help you understand deeper levels of your anger and your chains. I think meditation would be very powerful. And usually I say meditation it could be walking, it could be different things. I feel like you guys really need to sit down and actively meditate. And I do not say that often. And I'm not talking 20 minutes here. I'm talking like 5 minutes. Just take 5 minutes. And the goal of that 5 minutes could just be to breathe in and out and release thoughts. One of the methods I use, especially when I first got started many years ago, meditation, is the cloud release. So when I got a thought, say it was a negative thought, like, oh, this is stupid, sitting here meditating is really dumb, it's a waste of time, I allow that thought, and it happens on the left side of my head, where that's where I place my personal filter. And I just allow that thought to kind of blossom into a cloud, and I literally see it float away. And as it floats away, I disconnect from that thought. So I allow the thought, I move through the thought, and I allow it to leave. I don't spend time concentrating on the words. And that you can practice that kind of over and over until that 5 minutes is no longer such a battle to stay in the moment. Because that's really what you're doing here. You're learning to be present in your moments. There is nothing more powerful than being present in the moment, because then you figure out the anger. You figure out the joy. You figure out what you have and what you don't have. You figure out who is in your life for good things and who is blocking you. You get so much clarity by being fully in the moment. How I read tarot, how I do my readings, I am fully immersed in the moment with you in this space of bringing forth messages for you that are helpful. I completely submerge myself. I don't think about the bills that I have to pay. I don't think about my teeth. I don't think about anything but doing the work right here. That is called flow. When you enter a state of flow, magic happens. But it took me a very long time to get to that place where I could just sit here and be in the flow of this energy and share with you the messages that come through. So you have to be patient. And that may be one thing you're short of right now with this anger. You may be very short of any patience you have for yourself or others. And I think for you guys, slowing down, meditating in nature, if you have an animal, spend some time with an animal or your children or some plants. Spend some time with some life force, okay? Get in the moment. If you have a green thumb or you've never had a green thumb and you don't have a dog, a cat, you don't have a child, you don't really have somebody in your life, think about getting one plant. be it an easy plant to grow. And every day spend time, with the plant, watering the plant, making sure the plant's got enough sun, making sure the plant's okay. You can even talk to plants, because plants are living creatures too, right? We don't like to think about that when we cut up our carrots, but everything is energy. Okay, your energy, I'm energy, the table's energy, everything's energy. Everything is potential, okay? And you are potential. But for you guys, really connecting with grounding things like cooking, cleaning, decluttering. I know you guys don't want to hear that. Connecting with your animals, laughter, the wind on your face. It can be very healing. It's meditative in itself, okay? And when we're putting a lot of the anger energy into positivity, we are learning how to be our own, I'm seeing a fire, being our own energy, being our own source of fire, our own source of vitality, our own source of vibration. That's very powerful because the feelings of helplessness, of repression, of anger really begin to be healed because we become more aware of our strength. This energy over here is about being a champion. It's about rising into our own heroic form. And it doesn't mean that the champion isn't angry, okay? They are. But it's channeled in a way where we're dealing with things that matter, that have meaning, instead of spinning a web in our own minds and hearts that never get us anywhere, but in the state of fight, of always having to fight. I feel like a survival state, like a state of always having to survive. I lived in that state for many, many years. And sometimes it comes from trauma, where you're just always ready. I feel like you're hypervigilant, a lot of you, waiting for the next shoe to fall, for the next thing to happen. And really what's about to happen is true motion in your life, okay? Fired up, inspired by your moments of connection with who you are, the gifts you have, and being grateful. That was another message I think that came through group 2. Be grateful. Be grateful for where you are and how far you've come. I know that's really hard, especially if you've had trauma, but all those things have made you who you are today. If you did not have those things, you would be a completely different person. Okay? And you would have different people in your life, and you would have a different personality probably. So you are who you are, shaped by your environment, the good and the bad of it. And it's time for you to see some good in yourself. Okay? You are a good person. You have gifts and abilities. You have things that you're drawn to do. You have greater purposes like we all do. And it's time for you to hold space for that. It's going to create a revolution in your life. And you're going to start to feel more prosperity because you're going to start to feel more grateful for what you do have. And you're going to be able to see the things that you do have instead of only seeing the things you don't. And it doesn't mean being unrealistic. But when you only see the bad, you're not being realistic either. Realism is seeing both sides. It's being able to see all. See the blocks and possibilities. All right? Okay, group 3, let's get some numbers of alignment, and then we'll get some initials and things like that. So, all right. Give me some numbers of alignment for group 3. Okay. Here we go. Numbers of alignment. Okay. All right. We have 6, 6. We have 2 and a 3 and a 5, and we have 55. Okay. 55 is change. 6s are material things, money, resources, opportunities, things like that, like prosperity. There you go. Boom. 5566. So you are going to see some changes in possibilities for money coming in, for possibilities of new jobs. It's really important that you are patient, okay? Be patient with yourself as you go through this change, all right? I need some more initials. An M, an A, a K, a Y. We have a Q, a T, an A, M, an M, lots of M's. We have a D, we have an O, an S, a Y. We have a U, an E, a C, an O, a J, an I. Okay, a lot of these charms are going to be like signs, okay, when you see these things. All right, so let's go through them. We have a horse, we have a fleur-de-lis, we have the starfish, we have another horse, we have a tree. That again leads me back to the 10 of coins here. We have the skull and crossbones, transformation. We have Leo energy, really walking into your own. We have an angel wing. We have a fairy. We have a butterfly. We have another butterfly. We have a lot of butterflies. There's a lot of spirits around you that want to help. You have to invite them. You have to say, it's okay if you help me, all right? We get another horse, a seahorse, another seahorse, a crown. We have 2 owls here. We have peace. We have another butterfly. We have the Hamsa, or Hamsa. This is to protect from the evil eye. I feel like for some of you guys, you do have someone who doesn't mean you well, okay? That's part of this fight energy. You need to figure out who that is and try to have as little contact as possible. Use some sage or dragon's blood incense to kind of clear your space or smudge your space. Music is going to be really important. If any 55 or 66 or both show up during music, pay attention to it. You may have repetitive songs. We have the cross. I feel like you're going to regain your faith in yourself. This is like a dragonfly. Some of you guys have a lot of fae energy around you. There's a big connection to nature. We have the what is that? The Eiffel Tower as well. We have the moon. We have a elephant. We have a mermaid. We have a star. We have another crown. We have another mermaid. We have music notes. We have grapes. That's again talking about abundance. We have the turtle. That's always stability for me. We have another key, and we have an arrow with a heart through it. When I'm feeling with the arrow with a heart through it, I'm feeling like you're going to have, it's like you're being driven, okay? What you love, the passion that you have is now going to be driven towards goals and dreams instead of this cycle, this pattern that you've been repeating of struggle. But there's a lot of movement that needs to happen, and it's going to happen. We have the Chariot here as well in strength. So I do feel like you're going to be propelled forward through transformation, okay? And it's going to happen through connecting with your emotion. We have all these mermaids here, and I feel like I keep getting pulled to the crucifix. I'm feeling like there's a lot of faith coming, and your ideas about God, about faith, religion, spirituality may change. Or there may be an area of spirituality that you have been guided to go through or go towards, and this is just validation of that. I feel like there's some kind of philosophy, spirituality, something that for some of you is really going to help drive you through this. It's going to really help give you methods of dealing with a lot of this anger and this sorrow, because beneath the anger is sorrow for many of you. And I feel like it may be a meditative practice. Some of you guys need to work on your chakras. I'm feeling like for a few of you, you have a root chakra that really needs some support. It needs some healing. I do have a powerful meditations playlist. They're not, I didn't make these meditations. These are meditations from other channels that I have used through the last 2 or 3 years to help me overcome some really intense root chakra cracks. Like my root chakra was devoid of any kind of life force at all. So I really understand what it's like to start from a place where you're hypervigilant all the time. You're ready for the next thing to come at you. You don't have enough. For whatever reason, you can't seem to get enough. You can't provide the things you want to provide for your family or yourself, and you feel very unfulfilled. I feel burnout for group 3. I feel like you guys have just been fighting for so long, but the heart of the fight lies within you, okay? And you have to start fighting for yourself and not necessarily fighting against yourself. For some of you guys, that's really going to be an internal situation. And you'll find as you get underneath these emotions of anger, you're going to find more connection. I'm getting the mermaid energy here, water energy. You're going to feel a lot more connection with your intuition, with your creativity, with your compassion. I feel like your heart space is really going to open and grow, which is going to really help your solar plexus for you to feel more confident in what you can do. There's a lot of golden energy coming to you. So I feel like for you guys, as you do this work, you're going to see a shifting of your luck. Okay, you're just going to be at the right place at the right time. Keep that thought in your head. Okay, and when invasive thoughts come in your head, think, I'm aligning with the right place and right time for financial career opportunity. I'm aligning with that. Say that to yourself every day. Say it when you wake up. Say it when you get blocking thoughts. That's a method where you can kind of get control of that negativity and replace it with an idea. Affirmations would be really powerful for you guys. I don't currently make affirmations, but I've been thinking about it because affirmations can really help us. No, it doesn't happen overnight. You got to use those affirmations a lot. I sleep with affirmations playing a lot of times, and they really help me get into a different space energetically, which takes me to a different place mentally and emotionally. So, okay, group 3, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a most beautiful day. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe, and I'll see you beautiful magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.